Okay, so in this video I'm going to be giving an introduction to the internet. And it's a big topic, but this is really just the first step really on your way to understand the internet and how to use it. So what is the internet? Well, the internet is basically a humongous library of hundreds of thousands, millions even of websites. And websites are things that you can visit, where you can do shopping, where you can get information about local services, about events. There's really no limit to what you can do on the internet. And I'm going to be using this analogy throughout this video of the internet as a type of library, a huge library, a collection of websites. And in this analogy, the internet is made up of websites, and the websites are very much like books in a library. So there are millions and millions of these books, there are millions of these websites in this huge library. And each book, very much like in a library, is made up of multiple pages. So websites are made up of multiple web pages. So a large website like the BBC will have thousands of pages that make it up. Smaller websites like little blogs and things like that might only just have a couple of pages as part of their website. But the real takeaway message here is that the internet is made up of websites, and the websites themselves are made up of smaller bits called web pages. So one of the things that you need to have in your library is a way to find different books, and one of the things that you need to have for your internet is ways to find different websites. So websites each have a unique address, and this is probably familiar to you even if you don't know much about the internet. This www dot and then a name, and that is a unique address for that website, so no two websites can have the exact same name. And this is much like a shelf mark in a library, where you say, well, I want to find this book, and someone says, well, it's E35 or whatever, shelf 35, go and find it. And you can't have two books that have the same reference. So with websites, it's just a way to know that when you're searching for something, you can't have two, there won't be two websites that share exactly the same name, although they might be quite similar. Okay, I've got a couple of examples here. We've got bbc.co.uk and www.argos.co.uk. We'll go into this a little bit more detail later, but just to show that all websites, they start with this www, and that stands for World Wide Web. But the important bit really is the bit that comes after. That's the name, that's the unique bit for each website. Okay, so to help us find these different books, to help us find these different websites, if you like, we're going to need some help. And so what we have are search engines, and the most popular search engine at the moment is called Google, if you haven't heard of it. And search engines are very much like librarians. If we tell them what we're looking for, they can help us find the book. They can help us find the website. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial about how to really use search engines so that you can find the information that you want, you can find the pages that you want. You type into the search engine what you're looking for, and it will return a list of different websites that say, are you looking for this? Is this the thing that you are looking for? Because there are millions and millions of websites and millions and billions even of web pages out there, you're going to need a way to try and narrow down that information so you can find what you need. And that's what we'll be working on for the rest of the part of the course.